We've had strange series of 4.1 magnitude earthquakes hit Europe today, in Greece and Romania, in volcanic arcs. In other words, all these earthquakes were in volcanic fields. We know that we've had a tremendous amount of earthquake activity in the subduction region of the Hellenic Arc of the Mediterranean Aegean Sea. But today we've had a 4.1 in the volcanic area of Romania. And we're going to take a look at that. This is one of the volcanoes in Greece. The island of Nisyros is a volcanic island. And this is one of the craters. And we do have a geothermal plant there as well. And let's take a look at the map so we can have an idea of what's going on, especially in the area of the volcanic field in Romania. Okay, this is the area that we have the Carpathian Mountains right here. It's about 120 miles north of Bucharest. This is in the Greek writings, Bucharest, Romania, about 110 miles north in the Carpathian Mountains, and we're going to take a look at that. Now let's go to our map here, and we'll take a look at what we have. The earthquake swarms that we've had here for the past couple of weeks, and I did not we didn't post the smaller ones, but we don't have smaller ones unless they don't post them here. But anyway, these are quite big. A couple of weeks ago we had a 5.9, 5.3, 5.7. This is 4.1 today. And okay, it has to wake up a little bit. Okay, 4.1, about 10 kilometers depth. And that's in the volcanic arc. This one here is again 4.1 in Methoni, Greece. Methane. It's a volcano, Methoni. And they call it Methoni from antiquity because of the smell that it gives. And again, that's at 12.2 kilometers depth. It's in the area of the Peloponnese. And this one here as well, 3.2. of the area of northwest Greece. And this one here is the Romanian earthquake. The details. This is a deeper one. It's over 100 kilometers deep, 106 kilometers deep. And this is the area of the quake swarms of the Carpathian area. Romania, this is it right here. And let's go back to our, where is it? Okay, let's go to our aerial, right here, of the Carpathian Mountains. Topographic, this is Bucharest here. It's about 114 miles north, as we saw before. And the quake swarms of that historic quake swarms there, because of the fact that that's a volcanic area. Let's go to our aerial. You can see it much better. And then we'll go to Google Maps. You can see it even better there. These are the Carpathian Mountains. This one, what was that? That was pretty big, but we don't get the historic. Anyway, this was 4.1 today. Now, the ones that we had at these here were about an hour, 2 hours apart. 2 hours apart, 4.1, 4.1 in the Hellenic Arc, and this one was this morning, about 12 hours later. Now, going to our Google map, this is it right here. Let's go in again. Let's go in again. You'll have, so we have volcanic lakes there as well. So, as we said before, and we're going to read on this. This is the Carpathian Mountains. Madul earthquake, and volcano, and you can even see some of those lakes there, right there. Lake St. Anne, that's a volcanic lake. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. That's a volcanic lake. That's a crater lake. Lake St. Anne. Let's pan out again. This is another volcano there. And this is the area. Nice farmland around there. I know someone from Romania. He says even though Romania is in the European Union, he says there's no highways or anything. You still have carts being pulled by donkeys and mules along the roads where cars are expected to drive. But anyway, let's go to our Hellenic arc, and we'll see more details of the map there. Okay, there we go. The aerial, that's our Hellenic arc right there. We know that Crete has a lot of hot spring baths, as does Rhodes from antiquity. It has hot spring baths. These are all, of course, the historic earthquakes. That's Santorini, which is a volcanic island. Thera, Santorini, supposedly blew at 1,650 with a super eruption that some say had the effects of at the time of the Exodus and the 10 plagues of Egypt. And this is, sorry, let's pull out, I made a mistake. This is the island of Nitsiros that we saw before. It also has hot spring baths. It's a volcanic island, Nitsiros. And you can see the crater right inside. There we go. That's a picture that we saw before. That's that crater there. Okay, where they had the geothermal plant right there. That's a volcanic island. The whole thing is a volcano. And then you have the island of Kos right there, which is full of hot spring baths as well. Methoni is around here, where we had the earthquake 4.1. And this is the volcanic arc here. Subduction zone volcanic arc. And then we had that 3.3 around here, northwestern Greece. Sorry, around here. And then we had the Romanian earthquake. Where are we? Where's Romania? I'm not very good at this. Oh, around here. Okay? The Carpathian Mountains. Where are we? There we go. That swarm of earthquakes right there, that's Romania. That's volcanic. That's a volcanic area there as well. Let's go to that and we'll see that. There we are. Ciomadul is a volcano in Romania, known as the Csomad in Hungarian. It's in the Carpathian Mountains close to the towns of Bale, Cunad, and Bicsad, part of the volcanic chain known as Kelemen. Chain lies at its southeast end. Ciomadul consists of several lava domes and with two embedded explosion craters known as Mohos and St. Anna. We saw St. Anna before. Where is it? Let's go again. We saw the beautiful St. Anna, which had a lake inside. There it is. It's coming up. There it is. Lake St. Anne. That's a volcanic lake. Okay, that's the surrounding areas of it. And you can see that. Okay, that's Lake St. Anne. And the dominant volcano rock is at Ciomadul is potassium-rich dacite. Volcanic activity at Ciomadul commenced with effusive activity about 1 million years ago. Most of the volcano was constructed between 650,000 and 500,000 years ago. Between 56,000 and 32,000 years ago, explosive volcanic activity occurred. There we go, that type occurred at Ciomadul. Both the exact dates of the various eruptions and of the formation of St. Anne Lake and Mohos craters are unclear, partly because dates obtained by potassium argon dating and other dating techniques deviate from each other. So that's the area that we saw on the map before. The volcano, there we go, 3D modeling of the volcano. There's a lake, St. Anne Lake, right there, that we saw before. So all this is in volcanic areas. Now, the Ciomadul is formed by a complex of lava domes. As we said before, that's St. Anne Lake, a nicer picture of it. Peat bog in Mohos crater. Mohos crater lies at altitude of about 3,440 feet. It's larger than St. Anne with a diameter of 1.2 miles, not as deep. with its bottom lying above sea level, is filled with an 800,000 square meter, 10 meter thick sphagnum peat bog, and its rim is cut by St. Anne crater. So, okay, climate, vegetation, eruptive history. Older estimates indicate activity did not start before 250,000 years ago. Okay, that's a little bit of the current status. Comadul disclosed seismic activity, release of carbon dioxide from mofetas and anomalous heat flow, reaching 85 to 120 watts per square meter. Outgassing of carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, mostly abiotic methane, have been found at Comadul. So methane gas, hydrogen sulfide, and carbon dioxide, so you get that rotten egg smell, and the methane forming sulfide deposits on caverns. Okay, so future activity. Volcanoes are usually considered to be active when they have eruptions during the Holocene, but unexpected eruption of volcano in Chile in May 2018, even long inactive volcanoes can become active again. Such volcanoes can constitute a threat to regions with seemingly quiet volcanism. Let's go to the, I want to see the population of that area. Wait a minute. Let's go to the population. Okay, population density. Well, we know that Bucharest, okay, has most of it. Of course, because it's high in the mountains, you have some, we saw some farming around there, we thought before, and, you know, okay. So, let's go to the aerial again. Okay. That's the population around there. Take it off. Okay. Put the population back on. All right. So, now, the area of Greece, our Greek earthquakes right there, 4.1, so we can get an idea of the history of what's going on there. Mediterranean region seismically active due to the northward convergence of the African plate with respect to Eurasian plate, African plate, Arabian, Eurasian plate. This convergence began 50 million years ago, associated with the closure of the Tethys Sea. The modern day remnant of the Tethys Sea is the Mediterranean Sea. It's closing because the African plate is squashing up and hitting up north towards Europe. The highest rates of seismicity in the Mediterranean region found along the Hellenic subduction zone right here of southern Greece, along with the North Anatolian fault of western Turkey, and the Calabrian subduction of southern Italy. Local high rates of conversion at the Hellenic subduction zone of 35 millimeters a year are associated with back arcs spreading throughout Greece and western Turkey above the subducting Mediterranean Ocean crust. So, okay, this is what's going on here. We have had some very big quakes as well, 1903, 8.2 in Kythera, and 1926, 7.8 in Rhodes. So, this is our Romanian volcanic area earthquakes. So what is going on here? What's going on here? I don't know if it's the same magma, but as we said before, it's a subduction of the, let's go back to our Romanian history, the Romanian geology. Let's go to this. Okay, it's the same exact thing. So it's considered part of the subduction of the Mediterranean, the closure of the Tethys Sea. Okay, so that we said magma. All this is magma, the volcanic arc right there, volcanic arc right there. And we saw the Carpathian Mountains have volcanoes there as well. Okay, these are the Alps, of course, and these are Carpathian Mountains of Romania. Of, you know, think Count Dracula, that area right there. So this can't be a coincidence. These are not small quakes, 4.1, and they seem to be, of course, related to volcanoes. So all of us here, we have to be very careful, and we'll keep an eye on that. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.